everybody, and welcome to another Papercraft Society Box reveal. And I am super excited about this one because this is box 14 and this is my very own one. So I can't wait to dive in and show you. I already of course know what's in the box, but let's take a look so you can see too. So inside, of course, the front here is designed absolutely perfectly to reflect all the colours and the designs that are in the box. Now we are very much looking at watercolours, and I've sort of gone with a festive theme with this box, but also lots of florals so you can take it all year round. So this perfectly sums it up. I love that I can combine my two favourite hobbies, hand lettering and paper crafting, to make beautiful personalised projects. So that's exactly what we're doing here, and you have this project booklet of course, so there's loads of pages here filled with inspiration and projects that you can follow along with. Not just from myself, we've got people there like Sam Calcott, we've got other fantastic designers like Linda. They've all contributed to show you exactly what you can be doing and making, and there's an interview with me as well. So that's always included within your Papercraft Society box. And then here's the fun bit. So this is where we start diving in to all of those beautiful products that you're going to be able to use. So of course, don't forget to share your makes with us across all social media platforms and tag Papercraft Society. Now, first of all, we're going to look at some dies. So I've tried to make sure we've got as many dies as we could possibly get on this sheet for you. So there's a mix here. We've got some background dies, so you can actually cut out some snowflakes or some leaves into the corners of your designs, but leave your card intact. So for your card bases, this is going to add a really interesting element. We've got some tag dies here as well, and there's different sizes of these and different finishes around the edge. You notice there's a lace detail on the bottom of this one, and I'll show you why in a moment. And we've got some other unusual looking ones here, but when you see the stamps you'll realise they're actually outline dies for those stamps, so they all coordinate together. So there's even some dies here that will cut out some of the sentiments. Leave a little sparkle wherever you go. Now I have included some sparkle in this, so there's some sequins in here, we'll see in a minute, but there's lots of gold sparkle, and I think it really works well with the blues and the teals that we have. So as you can see, we've got a Christmas theme or a wintry theme with a gorgeous blue or teal coloured snowflake paper. This is a really good quality paper as well. It's a white core, so you can be doing your distressing. We've got some watercolour florals in here as well, which are beautiful. And then we also have this. I absolutely adore this, and this backing paper is the inspiration for all of the packaging as well. Can you see that beautiful gold running through the navy blue? It looks like resin, doesn't it? It looks almost like a galaxy. It's stunning. And then also we have a gold glitter card, which is beautiful. Now I've made sure that this has a smooth backing. It's absolutely perfect for die cutting. You can even emboss this if you wanted to. But the best thing about this is it's a no shed glitter. Okay, so you're not going to get glitter anywhere else besides where you want it. Lastly, in this section, we've got some die cut pieces. Now I have actually watercolored these by hand. So these are completely original designs. You won't see them anywhere else at all. We've got the word love, friend and shine, and then we've got some watercolour florals and leaves and even some snowflakes. Now the wonderful people here at the office, when they did these for me, they've offered me foiling on some of these as well, which I'm really excited about. So you can see some of these elements like the stems. If I just bring these up to show you, the stems on these berries are beautiful metallic foil, as well as some of the leaves. I'm really excited about putting those on your projects. Let me just skip through to the next stage, which is the stamps. Now again, I tried to make sure there are as many stamps as possible on here. So we have some background stamps first of all. We have a wood grain, because I think a wood grain looks beautiful for Christmas and for any other time of year as well. Perfect for matting your florals onto. We have this scatter circle here. Now I love this because imagine this in a gold embossing powder or something like that. It's going to look stunning just with a sentiment across the middle. Talking of sentiments, we have the word sparkle and we have the word for you, handwritten of course, and you have the dies to cut those out once you've stamped them. And then we have the word made with love as well, and you can mix these up, so you can put made with love for you if you want to. We have this wreath. Now I adore this one because the trick with this is it's a semicircle wreath, but of course if you cut two of them, you've got yourself an entire circle. So that will fit perfectly on, say, a 6x6 card, or you can just use the half if you prefer. And of course that circle will fit absolutely perfectly around the scattered dots there too. There's lots of other elements like your foliage here, your snowflakes, your berries and your florals, and of course the lace detail that fits beautifully on the bottom of that tag. And with as much as possible, I've given you the dies to cut the stamped elements out. So next, let's just put this away and let's take a look at what else is hiding inside the box, because there's always more in here. So if I lift this up, while I'm looking at this, actually, there's a paintbrush in here. Now, of course, this is a large paintbrush, but it's a watercolor paintbrush, which gives you a hint as to what might be in here. It's a round brush, so with a round pointed brush, you're going to be able to do your hand lettering, which I do show you an example of within the project booklet, and also painting things like leaves and flowers. But alternatively, if you just want to use your inks just to make some beautiful backgrounds, again, there's projects in that project booklet for you to follow, and you can use the brush for that. So inside the beautiful paper, and I did choose an ivory because I think you could absolutely use this for your Christmas cards if you want to. Let's see what we've got in here. Now, talking about hand lettering, as we know, I love my hand lettering. So I have included a really beautiful small nib black pen. So this is a brush pen here, and it took months to choose this, okay, to get it absolutely perfect for you. If you've never tried hand lettering before, this is going to be the perfect one for you to get started with. So that's in there, and again, there are some instructions on how to get started with hand lettering in the project booklet. So inside this bubble wrap, and yours will come with the wrap around it as well, this is probably one of my pride and joys of the entire box. I love it because it's a large bottle of watercolor ink. It's a beautiful blue color that's very close to the blue on the top here, and it even comes with the dropper lid as well, so you can dispense as much or as little as you want to. With this, you can water it down, you can do your hand lettering, you can do your watercolor flowers, you can make amazing ombre backgrounds, you can do splatter backgrounds. Again, so many projects for you to use this. Now, I've found the best thing about this ink, besides the fact it mixes beautifully with water, is it doesn't stain. I've dripped some onto my self-healing mat at home, wiped it off 3 days later. There's no residue left behind, it just wipes up with a wet cloth. So that is a really handy tip as well for washing your hands afterwards. It comes off really cleanly. So then we also have an ink pad. So we've got the grey here. Now this is going to be perfect for you if you want to add shadows to things, a little bit of distressing that's maybe a bit different to your usual blacks and your browns. You can use this with that wood grain stamp, particularly on this grey cardstock here, to give a really subtle wood grain look, and lots of other effects as well. Now I would suggest definitely use this with your sentiment stamps, and then use your black pen to trace over to practice that brush lettering. A little bit of sparkle here. We have our sequins. There's lots in here, and we don't only have the large round sequins, we also have some tiny little specks included in here, and I think these are the perfect finishing touch. And of course that colour gold is the perfect complement to the gold glitter card that we have in the pack. We always give you as well an information card. So this one says, I am an artist, I make mistakes look beautiful. And you know what, that's something that I'm really passionate about, is don't worry about mistakes. You're never wasting your time, you're never ruining projects. Just make them look pretty when you've made them. And on the back here, we have got lots of tips and lots of information on watercolouring with ink, which is what this is here. So you'll be able to already do lots of techniques when you get this box home. Lastly, included in this box, we have got the coordinating cardstock. So this is going to match everything that you have in here. So we have here the different colour cardstocks, so the grey, the navy and the teal. And then we have some watercolour cardstock as well. The beauty of this is, of course, you can use it with your inks. It will hold the water perfectly, it won't ripple or anything like that. It is beautiful to work with, but it's also smooth. So if you want to do your hand lettering with your brush pen on it, you can. If you want to do stamping onto it, you can without having any texture underneath. So that's everything that's inside of this box, and of course don't forget, in every box you do have your offer, and this one is the 15% off of lettering throughout November on CraftStash with your code there. So I hope you've enjoyed this little reveal of what's inside my Papercraft Society box number 14, and I really hope you love it as much as I do as well. You can find more information at papercraftsociety.co.uk.